Today, we're going to show you exactly how a grandma-style margherita pie is made from scratch. From the homemade mozzarella to the hand-rolled dough and of course the beautiful red rosy tomato sauce. And just wait until I try that slice. We are at Carmine's in Brooklyn, New York, and the owner Carmine took us behind the scenes to show us exactly how he makes his pizza. When immigrants brought pizza from Naples, Italy to New York City, shops sold full round pies, which eventually turned into triangle slices once shops figured out it would make them more money. But when Italian grandmas and housewives used to make pizza at home, they didn't have pizza ovens. They only had normal ovens, so they used sheet pans to make their pizza. And eventually, shops on Long Island, New York figured out that people like this type of pizza and started to call it Grandma Pizza. Today, we are covering a specific type of Grandma Pizza called Grandma Margherita Pizza, which is a Neapolitan style pizza. And the reason why I chose Carmine's for this video is because of something that you almost never see at a New York pizza shop.
You know, anything house made that's done right is always better, right? I mean, you're getting this straight right onto the pizza. See the nuts are slowly getting out. But my dad's name actually was Gaetano. He started a small pizza place on the corner in 1979, and then I took over in 1992, right out of high school. I've been here ever since.
Before I try Carmine's fresh mutts, let's break down why I'm super impressed. These are the 3 common cheeses pizza places use. We have fresh mozzarella, as you can see here. You have low moisture block mozzarella cheese or shredded low moisture mozzarella cheese. Low moisture is good because it browns better and cooks better than high moisture fresh mozzarella cheese. But look at these 2 different mozzarellas. This one's in a block and this one's pre-shredded. If you look here, something called powder cellulose. What that does, it allows the mozzarella to all remain separate, but this doesn't have anti-kicking agents because it's in a block. And this is why in the Phil's Pizza video, take a look at what Anthony, the owner of Phil, says.
Over here, we shred our own mozzarella. We don't buy it in the bag already shredded. We put it in this machine right here. That's it.
Margherita Pizza uses fresh mozzarella. Most fresh mozzarella used at restaurants, even the best ones in the city, use pre-made fresh mozzarella. But Carmine starts with curd. And honestly, his mozzarella is incredible. Watch me taste it. Fresh mozzarella. I love how salty it is.
I'm a believer in fresh mozzarella should have a good amount of salt. I actually put the salt in the curd.
All right, a little olive oil. Balsamic. That is unbelievable. I can't wait to try the grandma slice of this. Carmine, how many cans in your life do you think you've opened of tomatoes?
Thousands for sure.
Right now he's grinding the tomatoes into the tomato sauce. So you can see the tomatoes go on top and then they layer up down here. How many ingredients are in the sauce?
Just salt, pepper, basil, that's it.
I love how simple that is.
A lot of pizza places use pizza sauce. I'm not a fan of pizza sauce.
What he really means here is he's not a fan of pre-made pizza sauce. Let me show you the difference. So when it comes to tomato sauce, there are 4 main ways you can make it. 99.9% of places do not use fresh tomatoes. Labor is expensive, it takes a lot of time, but what you do is you boil the tomato, then you peel off the skin in order to get peeled tomatoes, as it says. San Marzano being the type of Italian tomato it is. What Carmine's does is they do the hand crushing, but a lot of pizza places will kind of take a shortcut, and instead of hand crushing tomatoes, they'll buy crushed tomatoes. Not to say that they're worse, but the quality of the tomato that you could get in a crushed tomato might be lower. Why? Think about bananas. If I was buying a banana at a supermarket, I don't know if I want to buy something with a big brown spot. What would it be great for? A banana smoothie, because you still have the banana flavor. So basically, you don't need the perfect banana. You don't need the perfect tomato to get into here. These are the perfect tomatoes. These are the tomatoes that may not have made the cut to be perfect tomatoes, but they still have good enough flavor, so they make it into the crushed tomatoes. But the easiest way to do it is to buy pre-made tomato sauce, and this is what Carmine does not like. Because honestly, you have no control as a pizza place over the flavor of the sauce. What's unique about it if you're buying something that's already pre-made? His argument is, we're gonna make it from scratch so I can control the flavor the most and keep my customers coming back. And now here are my thoughts on each of the tomatoes. God, bro, that color. That is so gorgeous. This time of year, they taste so good. Perfect ripeness. Whole, peeled. I mean, that's a nice color. But that is like the base flavor for tomato sauce. Like, it's very familiar. These are crushed tomatoes right here. They taste amazing, but they're already crushed. So the texture is a little bit different than here. And this is finally a ready-made whole sauce. Yeah, it's already done. Like I can just throw this in my pasta and call it a day. This is what Carmine's uses, and honestly, probably the best way to do your pizza. So.
Good to go.
This flour is really interesting. Let's dive in really quickly. King Arthur has been around since 1790. I think that's so cool. Sir Galahad flour. This is a flour of choice for artisan breads and yeasted pastries. Most breads that we consume have yeast added to it. The ash percent is like the mineral content of the dough, and the lower the mineral content, more white the flour is. So like a really low ash content would be used for more like a light pastry, and a high ash content with high mineral content would be something like 100% whole wheat bread or some Danish rye bread. 0.5% is good for an all-purpose flour. That's described as an all-purpose or low-protein bread flour. The 11.7% protein, that's pretty mid-range for an all-purpose flour. This is a heavy band, and this would be like a high protein where it's hard to stretch out. Low protein, this stretches out further, and you want something stretchy but not too stretchy, otherwise it'll snap. It yields a dough that handles easily and has a great fermentation tolerance. Some malted grain is added to the bread to further assist the fermentation. Malting is a process that I'm covering in a future video. Actually, this hat is the company that I visited. If you want to learn more about that, subscribe to my channel. And then enriched is like fortified with vitamins. Never bleached, never bromated. There's chemicals that get added to the flour to make it super fine, and I would look at bromation as a performance enhancing drug. It improves the performance of the flour, but the issue is it's illegal. It's not illegal in the United States, it's illegal in Europe and Canada because apparently potassium bromate, which is the bromation agent, has a chance of being carcinogenic, which is why for King Arthur, it's important that they label it as never bromated. Now, let's go back to the video. Say there's like a kid like me wanted to open a pizza shop.
Don't do it.
And why?
It's a lot of work. Just know that the business becomes before anything else. It takes a lot of your family life away, personal life. My advice to you is don't do it. This mixer has been in the family since 1979. My dad bought it used in 1979. It's just been in the family forever, so we kind of keep it here. Just like a regular mixer like that, but just 80 quarts, a lot bigger. These were the best machines back then. The parts were made better, everything was made better as opposed to everything now.
I just roll these dough, leveling it out, then it'll sit for a while, then we'll refrigerate it, wait 2 days to use it, but 2 days ahead.
To understand 2 days ahead, we need to understand the essential concept of proving, which is the period when yeasts eat sugar in the dough, releasing gas, alcohol, and other compounds that enhance flavor in the dough. Carmine proofs his dough for 2 days in the refrigerator, which slows down the fermentation and fully develops the flavor. If you were wondering, unproofed pizza is more like flatbread since the dough doesn't rise. Even shops like Domino's take the time to proof their pizza dough. It's essential.
I like cutting in slices, spread it. Not too much cheese. You can't kill it with cheese as well. Always to see Oliver. Here, we like to make a bar pie big size, paper thin.
Probably one of our best sellers here. He's a legend, this guy. He's got patience of a saint. If you don't have patience in New York, you're not gonna make it. The only thing with the bar pie is you gotta eat, I suggest you eat it in-house because it gets cold really quick. Not a lot of amount of sauce, not a lot of amount of cheese, just the right amount. I think it's one of the best pizzas around. This is the Margherita with the same mozzarella that we make. So it's the same thing that you just saw, but round. Especially now that we make more and more of our own cheese, I just think it's that much better. Look at that, perfect. Let's get a little bit more of that olive oil going on there. Carmine's Grandma Margherita. We only cut our pizzas in 6 slices, so we give the customer a bigger slice.
Trying Carmine's signature Grandma Margherita slice. This to me is what real New York pizza is all about. Homemade sauce, homemade dough, homemade mutts. I'm pumped for this bite. It's perfection. It tastes like real food, but this is my style of pizza. Like, this is what I like the best. A little olive oil. It's a good slice. Carmine Sports Bar. Bro, this is like an 8.5. I mean, this is money. Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, this guy is my guy. This is Brooklyn pizza at its finest.
Favorite New York slice that I've ever had, and no one can even come close to it, was Totonno's on Neptune Avenue. And even if they are open again, it's not this. I don't think it's the same, but by far, one of the best New York slices I've ever had. Connecticut, Zupardi's, Sally's, Pepe's.
Pepe's, I had a great slice. I love the way they served it too.
Yeah, the way they cut it up.
Unbelievable.
But Pepe's is like, first of all, their pizza's phenomenal, but if you're drunk, that's the best pizza to eat because it's in pieces.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why they do it, who knows? As opposed to they don't have to fold it, you know, when you're drinking a lot. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You can easily polish this down by yourself. Even as skinny as you are, you can polish it down.
Perfect texture. Can't emphasize that enough. All right, cheers. Cheers. Yeah, it's so solid. All right? So solid. Tastes different than a normal slice, though. The cheese is more pronounced. Bro, that crunch. Are you kidding me?
Take a bite out of your hair first.